And welcome. You are with the Skeinz Diaries. Oh, excuse me. It is Marie here. It is Monday, the 4th of March, episode 308. How's everybody today? I hope everyone's having a great day. Another busy week here in the Bay. It is Horse of the Year. And if you are anything equine, you will know that Horse of the Year has been struggling to get. In fact, this is the first time in 3 years it's been held. Obviously, COVID for 2 years. And then, that tart Gabby absolutely mucked about a whole bunch of things here this time last year. So it is so great to welcome back all those lovers of equine and anything horse back to Horse of the Year this year out in Hastings. So it starts officially tomorrow and runs, I think, all the way through to the end of Sunday. So if you are somebody that is making the journey from wherever you are around New Zealand or the world for Horse of the Year, we will be open weekdays 10 till 3:30, Saturdays 10 till 1. So we would love to see you. Come visit us. It would be so nice to have you along. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. I'm going to let some more of you get in before I talk a little bit more about Epic Sale, because as I have promised you, I'm going to let you know the date this morning. I'm going to show you some more yarn. I'm going to let you know about what's about to come out into your inboxes this morning to get you prepared for all of that. Good morning. Good morning. I am still having a knitting crisis in the sense that I probably got... Oh, my pattern is I'm just neardering at the moment. It's an 8-row repeat, and I probably was lucky if I did 2 repeats since I spoke to you last. And it's not that I've lost my mojo, and not that I'm not wanting to knit. I'm wanting to knit. I'm just not getting any time to knit, which is an issue. It is an extreme issue, but I'm getting there. I am sure, once we get through Epic Sale, get some more time to knit. Good morning, good morning. So yes, which is a bit of a worry because I want to be knitting some more. And I've got things that I want to knit that I can't get to because I don't like leaving stuff unfinished, and I want to get this one finished. So it's a bit of a pain, really. And then, of course, Epic Sale is just going to go bonkers. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. So there's enough of you here now. We're going to get started and I'll repeat it later on for the latecomers. So the good news is you're not going to have to wait too long. Epic Sale starts on Saturday. I know, right? And you're thinking to yourself, hold on a minute, that feels early. And you would be right. And we actually brought it forward by a week because we wanted to catch people that were coming in for Horse of the Year. So if you are coming in for Horse of the Year, and a lot of people do, so it does actually start on Saturday. So if you're here, it means that you can come in and see us on Saturday morning and pick up some stuff for Horse of the before you head back after Horse of the Year. Or if you're still here on the Monday, you can come in and see us on Monday. So it starts Saturday, online and in store. So obviously online things will click over at midnight, in store 10 a.m. So we're just here 10 to 1 on Saturday. So it's really intense. I'm in here. I drag my youngest son in here. I think I've got Elisa in here. I've got Heather in here. It'll be full on. It will be full on, but it'll be fun. Really, really, really fun. So that starts Saturday. And here's the good news. It goes all the way through until the 24th of March. So that's more than 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. So there's tons of time. And we've got probably about 3/4 of the yarn will be released on Saturday. But we do still have some yarn coming. And in fact, will it be 3/4? Yeah, it is. It'll be about 3/4 will be released on Saturday, but there are some I've got that will be coming out across the sale, and those will be timed only because we know that they're literally in process in the mill, so we're just waiting for them to come through. So they are all laid out, so we're going to get those out for you. So it's exciting. And I showed you some of the sock prints last week. I'll just pull them back out again because I've got my trusty box here. And there's a whole heap more that I can't show you because it's up for photography as we speak. So those were the sock prints I showed you yesterday, and there was lots of interest around these. These are utterly divine. I had someone send me an email saying, would this work for Rebel by Truly Myrtle? Yes, is the short answer to that. It will work fabulously for Rebel because this high twist merino base is what I did my Rebel in a few years ago. And it's still, I've never had to depill it. It still looks $1 million. It's great to wear. It's brilliant. Really, really brilliant. So as a garment yarn, or it's just, I love this high twist merino. I really do. And look how it grabs the color. Oh, fabulous. So these, I already gave you a tease. Now, I'm going to send you this morning. So when I'm done with this, you'll get into your inbox my Epic Sale preparatory newsletter that I do for you every year. So that will be coming out. Now, in there is a link. You'll see the buttons for the links. Click the link, and that's going to take you to a little flip book I've made, a little lookbook. And the little lookbook is just a little soupçon, just a little taster, a little aperitif of what you're going to get for Epic Sale. It is by no means all of what you're going to get. It's only a little snifter. Don't look at that and go, Marie, what's the price? Because I'm not, other than the cascade, I'm not telling you what the price is. You'll have to wait till, but I can tell you it's shit hot, is what it is. So when we said in our, about our email about selling the mill, there'll be some great specials for Epic Sale. Oh my Lord, there are. There are some really good ones, because obviously, as you can imagine, with the separation between the mill and the shop and the whole process, we're actually having to do a lot of jigging with our stock and our ranging and and what we do and what we move forward with. And some things are going on hiatus, and some things we're actually completely clearing, and we'll start fresh with some stuff. So there is, my word, you will have, look, your credit cards will be groaning. Your credit cards will be groaning. There is some amazing stuff. So that flip book, which features these, features a few other things, but it just gives you a little example, a little taster of what you've got to expect. So if you know anybody that's interested, feel free to share that link. And I'm going to put that link out on Facebook as well. So feel free to share that around. And the only reason I haven't put a lot of the other stuff in there is because the rest of it's still photography and I haven't photographed it yet. But it is really exciting. Now, I showed you those prints last week. I have, and many of you picked up the vintage that was on Spotlight. So there's our lovely vintage there. That was Spotlight last month. Well, here's the neat news about that, is that for Epic Sale, I have created, I'm going to just sit those there because I'm going to pick these up, a range of 4 prints to go. These are vintage prints to go with the range. They're all prints using the... I knew that was going to happen. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. There we go. 4 prints using the vintage shades. So there you go. You can see them there. See how they all work? They all time. So we've gone and taken the vintage. We've taken the vintage shades and we've created 4 prints. And here they are. And all the names of them are based on, and you'll soon see if you're a Pride and Prejudice fan, you'll recognise these names. So this one's called Rosings, named after Rosings Park. And then we've got this one is Pemberley, which is, so this one is Rose Hip, Alpine Green, Merlot, and Tea. This one is Truffles, Cadet Blue, Tea, and Eggshell. This one here is called Longbourn. So it's the home of Elizabeth Bennet. And that one is Sage, Wedgwood, Tea, and Porcelain. Eggshell. Eggshell. And then this beautiful little dude here, this one's Meriton, and this one is Sage, Aloe, Truffle, and Duck Egg. Good, right? So good. So if you're wanting to do anything like a double time, for example, or you're wanting to do sort of some neat fun kids stuff with some stripes. Oh gosh, there goes the alarm. The guy's testing the alarm. Neat fun kids stuff with stripes. These prints will be brilliant. So if you stocked up on your vintage during the Spotlight period, those new vintage prints will be on sale, and they're a really, really, really sharp price. Like really sharp price for those prints. Exciting, right? The other exciting, and actually we've got another little print in there too, which is actually similar colours, but this one is on a merino base, and this is a beautiful merino base. It's just a little one-off that we had. Look at that. Oh, it's called Coney Island. So it's sort of like rose hip, rose. I think it's sort of like rosehip merlot, Wedgwoody sort of shades. It's beautiful. It's a very light vintage shades, but this is deliciously soft. So if you've actually got some baby knitting you need to do, this would be brilliant for babies. So good. So that's another one that's cropping up. This little collection I'm about to show you is in a 4-ply and a DK. These are sort of a one-off. It's actually what have we got there? It is a natural fibre with possum. So it's actually a mixture of, I think it's kind of a bit, what's the best way to describe it? A bit kind of like Chatswoody with possum. So it feels fantastic though. It feels really good. And we look at those. Whoa. Gorgeous, right? So we've got these in 4-ply and everywhere. We've got them both in 4-ply and DK. So we've done this range especially for the sale, made this yarn especially. So we've got that gorgeous, gorgeous green. So that's in both. And actually, I'm going to stick it next to this one because this is a super, super, super dark green. It's like the darkest green you could possibly get. So we've got those two greens. Then we've got those two sort of pinks. Look, this is it looks grey on the screen, but this is actually a beautiful dusty soft pink and that beautiful winey sort of pink. And then this rich ruby. Look at that. Lovely. And then the natural base colour. So I think there's some coloured merino in here, and there might even be a little bit of coloured alpaca as well, because as you can see, it's quite a deep biscuity coloured base, and that is utterly, utterly delicious. Utterly delicious. And that is being specifically done for the sale, and that will be going out as well. And you'll see those in the lookbook. So you'll be able to view some of those in the lookbook. What are some of the other things? Hello. Right. What else have we got? We've got, I showed you these, didn't I? I did show you these gorgeous splatters. So we've got 4 or 5 colours of those. So they're coming in. We've got those beautiful tweeds that I was talking about. The blankets, our big blankets, woven blankets. We're wanting to clear the last of those. Those are going to be priced so sharply to clear. So if you need anybody, so good. Oh, guys asking, Ethan's Catharsis cardigan using the print. Yes, because he uses a DK in that, doesn't he? Actually, yeah. Yeah, the Catharsis would look really well on that print, guy. Really well. It'd look gorge. Totally gorge. And also, too, it's vintage, so it's got a little bit of grip as well for that stranded colour work. That would work really well. Woof. What else have we got? Some of the ranges that so this is all part of where things are clearing out, right? So the fantasy, the 12-ply fantasy, that's being reduced to clear. And believe me, when you see the price of that, woohoo, you'll get very excited. The trilobal, which we did as a sort of a one-off, we had actually launched it for because we were short on 4-plies with the container arriving. We're waiting for the container to arrive with the flight. So we put it out early. That will be going up. The bloom, the big super chunky bloom, that's going to be really keenly priced. Now, the Cascade is the one in the flip book that I have put a price in, and I am going to let you know the Cascade, which is $19.95, is going out at $7.95, which is below cost. We've got the last of it now, and we want it gone. I can show you you'll see when it comes out which ones are sold out. So we need to get that gone. It's got to be bye-bye, see you later. We need the room. What else are those tweeds? So the which is, I think I showed you those last week. This is the 4-ply version there. So we will have this in 4-ply, DK, and 10-ply, which is our Skeinz tweed. So that's going out at a sharp price. The Allure, which we had out, I think at the end of last year, we've got a little bit of that floating around. It's really pretty, stunning yarn. We hope to do that one again, but that's the final of the batch that we've got currently. We want it gone because we want to change up the colours and do new things with that. So that's priced to clear. The Truly Myrtle Southlander, which we really haven't done other than one day. We've never had a promotional price on that yarn other than one day on Stitch in Summer. That is going out at a promotional price and a really sharp promotional price. And if you want to stock yourselves up on that, particularly if you're in Toolbox, you've got things like gingerbread or oatmeal or any of the other designs that you think, oh, I want to convert that over into those collections, you need to stock up on this at that price. Trust me. Soho. Soho is priced to clear, as is Sockmatician, and you will see when you get the lookbook, Sockmatician is going away. It's popping itself on hiatus. Well, more than hiatus. Probably with the new ownership, we will struggle to do recycled blends. We want to keep Chatswood alive, so we're going to have to try and figure out a way to do that. And because Chatswood is more of a value-based yarn, we will hopefully have more of an opportunity to be able to keep that one going. But Sockmatician is really difficult, and Sockmatician is so difficult because we subsidize that one heavily with the luxury fibers that are in there plus the possum, and it's going to be impossible to keep it at that price. So we've spoken to Nathan and Sam, and we've all decided to let our baby leave home. So that is price to clear. So if you love that yarn, now is the time to stock up. Pearl Luster Brights and Whisper Brights, which all tandem together. So if you fancy doing some bright double stranding, now is the time. They are there. Kelly & Co. is half price again. Kelly & Co. is another one that's going on hiatus. So we've decided not to bring down an order for 2024. We're looking at now 2025, and we may actually look at some different yarns from our fabulous team over in Kilcare. So the current stocks and batches of Kelly & Co. and there's, to be honest, not a dramatic amount of it. We want to clear all of that out so we can start fresh with the team over there at Donegal Yarns. Fate is clearing, so you need to get your sticky pulls on Fate. And some of those yarns that I mentioned, all of those yarns that I mentioned will be available from opening weekend. I needed to double check that. I'm not going to tell you about the ones that aren't. And then these are the core ranges that are going to be available. Okay, you ready? The core ranges that are going to be available is Albertine. Actually, Albertine, Aubergine K, and Orb Fine. So we wanted to make sure that you guys had some superwash merino available on sale. So if you are looking for superwash, or you prefer to do your charity knits or kids knits and superwash, all of those will have a discounted price on them. Cozy is going to be there for the charity knitters for the 4-ply, and Mahana is also going to be available, core range $5.95, and the Mahana Naturals is going to also be available at an exceptionally low price, like well below cost price. And that is because we want that to clear. Heather Pulse, yes. Well, that one, the short answer is I hope so. I hope so. But that will depend on whether or not the container turns up when it says it's going to turn up. So that's why I didn't mention Pulse. So we're waiting to see. And if it turns up, then yes. If it doesn't turn up, then no. It's supposed to be here this week, but it is literally on the slow boat from China. So we have no control over these things. So that's the reason for the question mark on the Pulse, because it's a question mark with us too. But if it does turn up, then yes, it'll be there. And there's some other new colours as well with some really favourite ranges too. I'll tell you about those closer to the time. What else do I need to let you know? The freight has gone up, and in fact, if you ordered over the weekend, I wasn't here on Friday, and then I forgot Claire wasn't here on Friday, and then we forgot to do it. I've done it this morning, so the freight has now gone up to the new price. So that is from today. When you get your newsletter, good morning, the lovely Diana. When you get your newsletter, you'll see my little tips and tricks for the sale. And I'm going to just go through a few of them now with you. I'm going to reiterate them again on Thursday. And I cannot reiterate these enough. I'm banging the table. They make a massive difference. This time last year, I said to you that we're really hoping to transition to our new website. Well, it hasn't happened. As you can see, we're still with the old one. And the reason being is it's really the way we've got everything structured. It's with stock movements and the speed of stock movements, it proved to be a little bit more than the developers could choose. So we're still trying to work out an optimal solution on that. So we're still with the old system. Now, the old system works well when things are just ticking along easy-ozy. It can get a little cranky. When it's got high volumes. So these are the things that you can do to help. I've made sure that I've got extra capacity with our the people that manage the front of the website. So they've given us some extra, what they call bandwidth. So when you will jump on at midnight on Saturday, hopefully it shouldn't be too slow down too much. They're working on that as much as we can. So the biggest thing that I can suggest to you, there's two big things. One is do a full, and then a few days out from the sale, do a full reset, a full shutdown and restart of your computer or your phone or your whatever you do your ordering on. And I'm not just talking turn the screen off and put it into sleep. I'm talking a full, completely powered down, switch that puppy off, restart. And the reason I say that is that there's lots of little gremlins in the background to help you with memory and searching and things like that. And those little gremlins can prevent the sale pricing refreshing and uploading. Now, they shouldn't, but they do. And it's very dependent on what browser you use and device and all of those different things. The way to actually fix and solve this is to do a complete switchy off and turn you back on. It literally fixes it nearly 99% of the time. So if sale items aren't showing, if prices aren't showing, if stock isn't showing, whatever it may be, that will generally fix it. So if you do that even the day before, or even do the full reset just before midnight, at about 1:45, and then go in and have a look, you'll probably find that it will work more seamlessly for you, and it'll purge lots of the little things that could slow you down. We're going to put a good chunk of the stuff on the sale page, but as you can well imagine, it may not all be on the sale page, particularly those core ranges. So you'll probably find that the Orb, the Albertine, what did I say? Orb, Albertine, Cozy, and the Mahana will probably be in their range pages, or just use the search bar. So if you want Mahana, just put Mahana in and it'll turn up. So don't forget to use the search bar. I'm amazed at the number of people that don't use the search bar. But so go to the Epic Sale page, but just be aware that not everything is there. So it could be in other places. Whatever you do, don't preload your cart, people. No, because obviously we will be loading a lot of stuff up and a lot of stuff will go live on Friday. So don't jump the gun. Don't see it on Friday and think, oh, I'm going to order that, because it won't be at sale price until midnight Saturday. It'll be at what its normal everyday price would be if we have stock left over. No, do not jump the gun. And whatever you do, don't preload your cart, because here's the thing. The minute it goes into the cart, the update won't work and you will not get the updated price. So if you preload your cart, even if it's a minute beforehand, if you preload your cart, the price won't update. We can see if the cart's been loaded ahead of the time, and it won't update it, and it won't go through at the sale price. And we have people that have done this to us every year and then go, no, I didn't preload my cart. It's like, it's time stamped, guys. So we can see that it's been there. And the thing is the amount of work for us to honor that is massive. And I'm telling you now, don't do it. Don't do it. If you want to get grumpy Marie pants, do not preload your carts. Please don't do that. Don't do that. I'm pleading. Do not do that. So don't do that. If sometimes things oversell, it happens, especially if something goes really fast. Now, we've got fairly reasonable this year. I mean, in previous years, we've had some items where the stocks are literally only 20 or 30 of something. In this case, we've actually got some really good depth. There are a few lines here and there that are low, I won't lie, Kelly & Co especially, but we have actually got a lot of depth this year, and we've produced a lot of specific ranges just for the sale that we've not launched previously, so we know that we've got ample stock. But if you're unfortunate enough to miss out and the system has had literally too many people trying to buy it all at the same time and it allocates it, we will automatically refund you. Okay, so if it's sold out and we don't have it, we will automatically refund your card. So you don't need to worry about that. We won't muck around with coupons or any of that crap. We will see what's oversold. We know that we won't have it, and you will see a credit go back onto your credit card. So then you can start spending again. So that's what we'll do. We'll try and make it nice and easy. So we'll do that. What was the other thing that I had to tell you about that? Popped into my head and then popped out. Oh, no, I'll do it on Thursday. It'll come to me. I'm sure it'll come to me. So yes, so just be aware of that. The shop is we do have a number of things. So the things that are the smaller amounts will actually be in here. So if you are local and you can come and visit, there'll be a whole bunch of cardboard boxes floating around the place with lots of little weird and wonderful things. Because of the preparation for the mill sale, they have been clearing out things over there in preparation. A lot of it is just raw white stock or raw undyed stock steamed, which is you guys. We did some of that last year and you guys loved it. And there'll be even more of that this year. The stuff that we've got heaps on will make the web. The stuff that we don't only have, if it's only 2, 3, 4 kilos here or there, it will be shop only. So it's worth popping over and having a look at what we've got going on in the shop. And then the biggest thing, that's what it's popped back in my head now. The biggest thing is please be patient, because last year we had the lovely Cheryl. Well, the lovely Cheryl's now actually working around the corner with a full-time job, which is fabulous. So we are running on the thinnest number of staff that we've ever run Epic Sale on before. So that means that when it comes to clearing emails and phone calls, that won't be done until outside of shop opening hours. Okay? So if anything has happened and you've gone, this has happened and it's urgent, and you try ringing us straight away, you're probably not going to get us. And we apologise in advance for that. But if we've got people in the shop or we've got orders just being jammed throughout the back, we just need to get those moving through. We don't want to have the backlogs like we did last year. So we're going to work really hard to avoid that. So just be patient. Again, the biggest thing that you'll find if something isn't working or isn't loading or isn't showing how it should be, the computer restart will generally 9 times out of 10 fix that. And if something was in your cart when you started your shopping and then you've gone to check out and that thing is gone from your cart, that's generally because some people have checked out ahead of you and that stock has been sold. So that sometimes can happen. So don't be alarmed, that can happen. Oh, the other little trick too is, and I actually sent someone an email on this today, is if you had the ability to pick up in store and someone has got someone who's visiting, a friend who's coming to visit Napier, and they are going to be here, they can pick everything up. And she said, can I cluster a whole bunch of orders together? For pick-up in store, yes, because pickups in store all gets transferred out to the shop. We have a waiting area for all of those. So, and actually this is pretty much what a lot of our locals do. A lot of our locals would do the orders online, and then they'll have several orders. I have one lady that we have to give it to her in a carton, big carton. They'll just have several orders. They'll see things, see what they want, grab it online so they don't miss out, do the collect in store, and then when they come in store, they'll pick up any other extra bits and pieces while they're here, and then collect all their orders to do that, to bundle them together. We can't bundle orders online. We literally can't. With thousands and thousands of orders, it's like a needle in a haystack. We just can't do it. So the only way we can do it is in store. So if you've got someone who is happy to collect stuff for you and do that from the shop, then fill your boots. No worries, you can definitely do that. Joanne's just asking, get the wonderful Damien to pop back for 2 weeks. I know, but he's in Wellington now, Joanne. So it's a bit of an ask, really, to get our Damo to come back. Bless him. He's loving it down there, though. We did catch up. What's the package limit on international orders? In terms of how many orders you can make, we tend to, one of the things actually, Suzanne, I think is a good thing, we tend to try and keep orders within a certain size internationally and do multiple orders, because a lot of it also depends on your customs as well. So you will know those limits better than we will. So I know I've got people that do order regularly, particularly from the United States, and they will often keep their orders under, and I can't remember, I think it's $200 because then that way it will slip seamlessly through with DHL. And we have a sort of a fairly flat rate. I can't quite remember what it is. I think it's up to 2 kilos with the US. But yeah, that if you work on that, and then you can just do multiple orders. And the way it works with volumetric, ordering more, doesn't necessarily make it cheaper. So you can actually, sometimes you're better to bundle it out and just do collections of smaller orders to send up. That's definitely something that we've done. Right. Oh, there we go. The madness begins, says Deanna. Skeinz stuff and yarn. Yes, be patient. Patience. Yeah, I know. The internet may work well. Yes, we pray that the internet will work well, Deanna. And yeah, patience, definitely. It is a crazy, crazy time. But what I can tell you, unlike previous years, we were always waiting for yarn, and we don't always have stuff there. And we're sort of like, are we going to have yarn this year? We've got heaps of yarn. So I think we've got great variety, but what I'm more excited about is we've got depth in what we've got this year. So I haven't even shown you, I think I showed you the sample of the Gaia last week. Oh, the colours, they're still just coming through the mill at the moment. At this stage, we will have them for this weekend. We've got sample balls up for photography, but the stock hasn't been received here yet. We're just clearing space for it now. That is absolutely amazing. The Gaia, it really is amazing. And that is going to be at an incredible price. Yeah, so there's some really amazing stuff. Really amazing stuff. So get your planning out now. I'll talk a little bit more about the planning in terms of volumes and all that kind of stuff, and reiterate some of these important messages for you again on Thursday. And hopefully I'll have some of the newer yarns to show you on Thursday. That'll be cool too. Hopefully we would have received them by then. Exciting. Are you excited? I'm excited. All right, until then, I'll see you Thursday. Take care. Bye.